He's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help.
The screen from Kemp. Irving passes to Kemp. It's hauled in by Bill Russell. Pelicans leading by 5. Outside, Davis. He feeds it to Carter. McGinnis with the screen on McGrady. Carter with the 3. Here's King. No good. Good D by Irving. For Boston, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Shaq with the screen. Now the feed to Kemp. Now Davis. So the wing on the left. King outside. Durant with some nice D. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Kemp. Plays it up and banks it in. Kemp's got his first bucket in this one. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Goodrich dishes to Smith. McGinnis with the screen on Billups. The drive by Smith. Here's Goodrich. They get it again. Smith kicks to Goodrich. New Orleans moving the ball around. To stop the drought. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Thomas. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Morning kicks to Thomas. It's hauled in by McGinnis. Pelicans leading by 6. Smith the pass to Goodrich. Takes the 13-footer. Shot is no good. And it's Boston the other way. Outside Thomas. Drummond the screen. Thomas with the ball. Now Smith defending. Artest against Goodrich. Shot clock at 5. Thomas with is to Goodrich. Shot from 12. The shot's good from McGinnis. And now it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip. Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Boston making a switch here. Irving's checked in. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. And it's good.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yes, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Here's McGinnis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Goodrich against Irving. And it's sent back by Irving.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Drummond the screen. Irving drives in. And Drummond kicks to Morning. On its way from Irving for 2. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. Goodrich passes to McGinnis. With the fadeaway. no luck.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Russell. Goodrich is out there with Carter. Then it's King. And it's McAdoo in at the power forwards position. Inside. Kicks it to Goodrich. Fires the three. And the shot is good. Goodrich has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pelicans. Shaq with a screen on Goodrich. Irving kicks to O'Neal. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Goodrich. He has 6. He dishes it to Carter. Pulls up on the wing. And Boston with the rebound. For those younger folks who might not be familiar, go online and look at some old clips of Vince Carter. In his prime Clark, one of the great dunkers the league has ever seen.
And for my money, the greatest game dunk in pro basketball history belongs to him with Team USA back in 2000. Jumped over a 7-2 center and punched it on it. Hard to top that.
King. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Boston trailing. Irving with the ball. He's got 10. Here's Shaq, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Stolen by O'Neal. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And you think back to Vince Carter starting his career with the Raptors, an 8-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA selection, and he really introduced Canada to the NBA game.
Now here is Carter. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Irving. Shaq with a screen on Goodrich.
And for Vince Carter, a superstar in his prime when he was with the Raptors, and his departure left some bad feelings there, no doubt. But, you know, you think back to last season, though, in Toronto, they played a video tribute which brought Vince to tears. I mean, that was nice to see the reconciliation.
Russell sets a screen for Carter. Got a piece of it. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. It's deflected and stolen by Russell. Here's King. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And stolen by Russell. Carter kicks to Davis. Back to Carter. Screened by Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's King. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Andre Drummond comes in for Shaq. And it's the Bulldozer in for Durant. Irving's checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Irving. He's got 12. The screen from Kemp. Pass to Artest. Back to Irving. Got it from 16 feet. Irving's got 14 points.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
He kicks to Kemp. Inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Bill Russell. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
He doesn't get the second one.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
Irving against Lewis. Outside Irving. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing on him. And that feeling turned out to be correct.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 14. Kept alive. Irving against Davis. There's the pick. The pass to Sabonis. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. The Celtics making a switch here. Phillips is 1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Smith, and it's blocked. That's tipped. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Shot's good. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Use that pick to get in close.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
50 seconds left here in the second. To the paint. And here is Irving. 16 points for him. Drummond with a screen on Davis. Here's Irving. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Irving's got 18 points.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Passes it to McGinnis. The dish now to Smith. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McGinnis against Kemp. And McGinnis throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And it's blocked. And it's Smith penetrating. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Smith's got his first bucket of the night. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pelicans lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, give them credit for getting